What up? I am back with another video today. And we're going to be reacting to The Reason DC is Better Than Marvel at Animated Movies by Shine Comics. By the way, Shine Comics, if you're watching this is not a fucking animated movie. That's from a show. Let's roll the tape, shall we?
No matter if you're a DC fan or a Marvel fan, I'm sure all of us can agree that DC's animated series and movies are leagues above Marvel's. This is a well-known fact. Literally everyone agrees with this. However, I feel like no one really asks why. I mean, Marvel made the MCU, which is arguably the hardest thing any company could do. And not only did they do it, they were successful at it, pulling in billions of dollars. Yet somehow they can't seem to be able to make a half-decent animated movie.
Boy, they got Ultimate Avengers 1 and 2, Hulk versus Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, Next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow, Planet Hulk, Thor Tales of Asgard, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Big Hero 6. And don't tell me that's not a Marvel movie. Yes, it's a Disney movie, but it was based off the Marvel comics, and it had Stan Lee. You don't believe me? Then Google Big Hero 6 and the Big Hero 6 Marvel's Big Hero 6. I'm telling you, it's a fact.
Put it in simple terms, the reason Marvel animation sucks is because they don't try.
Wrong, idiot.
If Marvel actually tried, I think they would be on par, if not better, than DC at animation.
It's not the reason why Marvel isn't better than DC at animation, and I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it why.
I mean, when you ask the average nerd what shows they grew up watching, they will always bring up the Batman animated series, or the Teen Titans, or Justice League Unlimited, or any other DC animated shows.
Or Spider-Man the animated series, or X-Men the animated series, or Spectacular the animated series, or Avengers Assemble, or 1967 Spider-Man, or Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends. Or Marvel, there are Marvel shows out there people grew up. And also the less popular animated series, like the 1982 the Incredible Hulk show from the 1980s, a Fantastic Four shows from the 1960s or 70s or 90s or 2000s. Oh, and that Spider-Man woman animated series, or Avengers, or hell, even Avengers United They Stand. I bet people fuck with that shit. I think there's people who fuck with that. I don't know for sure. Yeah.
Be honest, have you ever heard someone genuinely say, "Oh yeah, bro, I remember waking up early Saturday morning to watch the Iron Man series or the Avengers"?
I don't think so. I think I heard something similar from Brown Table. And what Avengers show are you talking about? If you're talking about EMH, that shit is popular. If you're talking about Assemble, that shit is hated on. But people fuck with that shit, and they're giving good reasons why it's overhated. Same way they give good reasons why Armored Adventures is still is overhated. And there are people who fuck. Oh yeah, there's also people who fuck with the Iron Man show from 1994. Yeah.
No, you haven't. The best animated show that Marvel has ever made was The Spectacular Spider-Man, and
Nah, I'm gonna say it again. They also got Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the 90s Spider-Man show, Wolverine, every X-Men show, Avengers Assemble, Ultimate Avengers Assemble, Superhero Squad, Iron Man Armored Adventures, Incredible Hulk, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man Unlimited, Ultimate Spider-Man have been given reasons by people on why it's slept on or overhated. Why they're actually good shows. I also, and people also fuck with the 1967 Spider-Man show, Spider-Man and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, man.
It got canceled after one season.
Spectacular Spider-Man did not get canceled after one season. It got canceled after 2 seasons.
The 90s Spider-Man show was also really good, but bro, that was the 90s. That was over 3 decades ago.
So was the Batman and Superman animated shows at Batman Beyond. Damn it.
We need something new. For example, voice actors. DC literally has a voice actor as the definitive Batman, who is Kevin Conroy.
So why the fuck aren't you showing a clip of a Batman with Kevin Conroy voice? Because you're showing a clip of Lego Batman, and Lego Batman was voiced by Lil fucking Arnett.
May he rest in peace. They even have a definitive Joker, Mark Hamill. These two actors literally revolutionized these characters. They made these characters great. However, when you look at Marvel, they have no definitive voices for any of their iconic characters. Spider-Man is literally the most popular superhero ever, and he still doesn't have a definitive voice. The other thing DC does better is that they actually make animated media on their iconic comic book storylines. For example, Injustice, Death of Superman, Judas Contract, Under the Red Hood. All of these are literally ripped straight from the books. Most animated DC movies are so comic accurate that you can literally pull out the comic that the movie was based off of, and you can read the comic and watch the film simultaneously, and there's a high chance it will be line for line accurate. But
if you think DC, DC's the only, when it comes to Marvel animation, Marvel and Marvel and DC animation, DC is the only one who does. DC is the only one that does shows straight from the comic, from the comic books, movies straight from the comic books, and then you haven't heard Avengers 1 and 2, Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, Hulk, Planet Hulk, probably Thor: Tales of Asgard, Big Hero 6, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know if Hulk versus Wolverine or Hulk versus Thor are comic accurate or straight from the comics.
Look at Marvel, they don't do this. They don't bother making animated movies for the popular comic series.
Then you haven't heard of, like I said, if you think that, then you haven't heard of Avengers 1 and 2, Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, Planet Hulk, Thor: Tales of Asgard, Big Hero 6, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Again, I don't know about Hulk versus. I don't know about Hulk versus. I don't know if it's straight from the comics. Oh yeah, and it's not just the animated movies. Marvel also does storylines straight from the comics as well, like the 90s X-Men, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man animated series. Oh yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man, Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes, every Marvel Knights animated show. Oh yeah, the Marvel superhero show from 1966. And yes, and they're probably. I'm not saying that they're better than DC's animated storylines straight from the comics, or as good as DC's animated straight from the storylines. I believe There's Marvel's anime. I believe there's at least some of Marvel's animation and storylines straight from the comics that are good. And the rest overlooked. They're looked over. I'm not saying that Marvel's animated shits. Marvel does a better job at making animated stories based from the comics than DC. I'm just saying, they do that shit. And speaking of, I don't think that's the only reason why people fuck with DC's animation department.
Where's the Secret Wars animated movie? Where's Civil War? Yes, we've gotten these films in live action.
We got Civil War in live action. We didn't get Secret Wars yet. We're gonna get it though, but not yet. Stupid. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say that Marvel has done Secret Wars. I put Secret Wars in the animation department. I mean, with I put Secret Wars in Spider-Man the animated. I did a Secret Wars, two Secret Wars stories with Spider-Man the animated series and Avengers Assemble. But yeah, those are shows, not movies. He's talking about movies.
But come on, making animated media is so much easier than making movies. And honestly, it's not just animated movies and TV shows. Even when we look at video games, which is
I don't know if making animated media is easier than making movies, because when you're doing a film, all you need are lights, cameras, and actions. When you're doing something in live action, I think all you need are lights, cameras, and actions, a plot. When you're doing animation, yeah, drawing takes time. Animation requires drawing, and drawing takes time. So does 3D animation. 3D animation, computer animation, 3D animation, they also take time. They also take time to perfect, to make.
Technically animation, DC does much better than Marvel majority of the time. When we look at the Batman Arkham series, the reason people love these games is because it has a team of passionate people who know what they are working on, and that's why they're able to produce something amazing.
Man, I bet you haven't heard of the Insomniac Spider-Man series, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom, the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise. Oh yeah, the Deadpool game. Oh yeah, and people have given good reviews about X-Men Apocalypse and Marvel Rise. Given good reasons why they fuck with X-Men Apocalypse and Rise of the Imperfects. I'm not saying that that Marvel does better than DC at video games. I'm saying they got good. I'm saying that Marvel got good shit when it comes to the video. When it comes to video games as well.
And when you know your craft so well, it's easy to create new stories, such as Injustice. Injustice is a video game that created an entire new DC comic storyline.
Neither Injustice 1 or 2 video games were anything new. Those were just great video games straight out of the books. Back to the vid.
Injustice is a video game that created an entire new DC comic storyline, and because they knew what they were working on, it was a success. Now, Marvel often puts little to no effort in the media that isn't the MCU. If it's not the MCU, Marvel doesn't care. However, we've seen what Marvel is capable of when they do care, and there's two examples of this. Well, two examples in animated media: Insomniac Spider-Man games and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
And the 90s Spider-Man. I'm not gonna stop saying this. Also, the 90s Spider-Man show. every X-Men show. Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Spider-Man 1967, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the overhated shows like Superhero Squad, Ultimate Spider-Man, Avengers Assemble, Armored Adventures, Spider-Man Unlimited, the slept-on shows, the 1996 Incredible Hulk show, the 1998 Silver Surfer show, Fantastic Four World's Greatest Heroes, that's fucking all. Oh yeah. Ultimate Avengers 1 and 2, Hulk versus, Next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow, Planet of Hulk, Thor Tales of Asgard, Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, Big Hero 6. Enough said.
Everyone loves the Insomniac Spider-Man games for the same reason everyone loves the Batman Arkham series. The creators are passionate and they understand the characters they're working on. It's genuinely not that hard. Into the Spider-Verse is such a good movie and resonated with so many people because the creators understand Miles Morales and they knew how they would get us to like and understand Miles Morales. The reason we grew up loving Batman is because Kevin Conroy loved Batman.
It's not just Kevin Conroy. It's the Batman 2004 show. Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, Adam West. The comics, the Batman in the comics, Batman the Brave and the Bold, Batman Beyond. Yeah.
The reason we love the Joker is because Mark Hamill loves the Joker.
Not just Mark Hamill. Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, the Joker from the shows, Joker from the comics, Joker from the video games. Oh yeah, and also Batman from the video games. That's why people fuck with Batman. So.
Let's take the MCU. The reason we love Black Panther is because Chadwick Boseman, rest his soul, loved Black Panther.
It's not just Chadwick Boseman. It's also Black Panther from the comics. And maybe Black Panther from the show, from the animated shows and movies. You can't make an argument about that shit.
But when we look at Marvel animated media, there's no love in them. There's not a soul who genuinely wants to put out a good experience for us. They don't care. And because they don't care, we don't care. So to make Marvel animation better, first of all, put more effort in. Put in the same amount of effort you put into the MCU and all of your movies. Make a Daredevil animation.
The creators who make the Marvel and who make the people behind Marvel's animation is not. It's not the care for the shows and the movies are not the reasons why people don't like Marvel animation or don't give a fuck about it. It's not that. It's not that. I mean, there are... Christopher Yost, for example, he gives a fuck about Wolverine and the X-Men, Spectacular Spider-Man, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And it's not and the people who made the Invincible Iron Man show, they were rushed, man. They were fucking rushed. They wanted to make a good movie. They were fucking rushed. One of the reasons why Marvel animation... Oh yeah, here's why Marvel animation is not better than DC's animation. It's because their animated projects are rushed. They're rushed. Marvel has great animated projects, but they don't. they don't have they don't know how to get, but they don't get people to see that they're good animated projects. And the good animated shows, the Marvel animation animated shows that we all love get canceled. They get canceled before they reach their potential, because they either want because because people don't want to continue doing this shit anymore. Marvel is struggling financially. There's lower views. They want to make another show to cash in on the MCU, or they want to make a show that's just like the MCU. And also because, and the reason why Marvel animation isn't better than DC is because the writers, yes, they're talented, but they're not as great. They're not as goated as the animators in the DC's animation department. Do your fucking research, man. Do your fucking research, boy.
It series. I have it on the screen. This is a cool concept. Please make it. We need it. Make an animated movie for Civil War. Make one for Secret Wars. Make more content and put in effort into the content, just like DC does. Marvel has the potential. The same effort you put into the Spider-Verse, the same effort you put into Insomniac Spider-Man. Put that effort into your animated movies.
A Daredevil animated show would be nice, man. As long as they got good writers, and they don't make it like the MCU, because I think we should have a Marvel project. It's not MCU, because right now Marvel is MCU. Back in the days, Marvel used to be not just the MCU, but the animation, the video games, the comics. Right now, Marvel is mostly MCU. Oh yeah.
It will make Marvel a whole lot better. That's the end. Please like and subscribe.
And this is the end of this video. Do like and subscribe on my channel too. Bye-bye.